Hey everyone, my name is Aaron. Welcome back to the Critic Sensei YouTube channel, your go-to channel for movie reviews, TV reviews, and updates with the entertainment industry. On this channel, we sharpen the edge of entertainment, one critique at a time. So today we're diving into the deep chaos that's going on at Disney. I think it's safe to say that Bob Iger is the worst Disney CEO ever. Even outdoing Bob Chapek with this continued push for DEI. And this is not just talk either. Disney just hired a new DEI supervisor that has a pretty big salary too. And in my opinion, Disney's sinking money in places they do not need. People don't want this DEI initiative forced upon them. They do not want to be preached to. And this is all completely wild to watch. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I want to thank all of you guys for the support. You guys are absolutely crushing it right now. And again, I want to thank all of you. Alright, so let's break down what's been going on at Disney lately. And really quick, we'll talk about The Acolyte and how this show was an epic downfall. The Acolyte was headed by Leslie Headland and Kathleen Kennedy. The series was supposed to be a big push for Disney to get into Star Wars, but it ended up being a financial disaster. Season 1 of The Acolyte flopped so hard, there was no season 2, 18% Rotten Tomatoes. It didn't even make the top 10 Nielsen list, which was really embarrassing, and the viewership overall was extremely low. The Acolyte had the lowest viewership of any Star Wars project to ever be created. And some of the hardcore fans of The Acolyte are pushing back. And at this point, I don't understand why it is canceled, the writing's on the wall, and the series was dead upon arrival. And really quick, I want to talk about the targeted harassment campaign going on against the critics of The Acolyte. There are fans of The Acolyte that are trying to shut down these YouTube channels, big YouTube channels, that were critics of The Acolyte, other than accepting the reality that the show failed. They're attacking people like Nerdrotic, Star Wars Theory, RK Outpost, and Geeks and Gamers. These people that were fans of The Acolyte, they're attacking these YouTubers because they had a different opinion than them about a Star Wars TV show. This is honestly insanity. This is definitely infringing on free speech, and you can't deplatform someone just because they have a different opinion than you. And YouTube already responded back saying these YouTubers did nothing wrong. They didn't breach terms of service. They're just giving their opinion on a television show. I don't want to give these Acolyte fans any more attention, but at this point it's over. The Acolyte's been canceled, and thank God. The writing was horrible, the acting was atrocious, the plot holes were huge, and it did not deserve a second season because the viewership was very low. And once again, Bob Iger is doing damage control like usual. He's claiming that the cancellation of Season 2 of The Acolyte had nothing to do with the fan backlash or the awful ratings. But come on, anyone that was paying attention knows the truth. First of all, the fans didn't want a Season 2. Second, the ratings were a complete disaster. Rotten Tomatoes audience score 18%. And third, like I said, the viewership was so low, it was the lowest viewed Star Wars project to ever be created. And let's talk about the merchandise of The Acolyte. They pulled all the Acolyte merchandise off the shelves because they were not selling. The Acolyte merchandise was just collecting dust. And like always, Disney's trying to spin a narrative saying it's not because of these reasons. Like always, Bob Iger is trying to protect his image in front of his shareholders, like BlackRock and Vanguard. But anyone who's been watching closely knows that Season 2 was canceled because they had a huge financial loss on Season 1. And of course, Bob Iger will never admit this. He never admits failure for any of the projects they had in the past. They've had huge failures, and later next year in 2025, Snow White's coming out, and that's going to be a huge failure as well, and I guarantee he will not take responsibility for that either. Right now, Bob Iger is blaming a so-called small minority of loud fans. We all know it's bigger than all that. The fan base has spoken, and they're not buying what Disney's selling. Let's be honest for just 1 second. Bob Iger is never going to own up to his mistakes. And Lucasfilm has been struggling for years now under Disney's management. And it's because they refuse to listen to the core fan base of Star Wars. And don't get me started on the new Rey movie that will be released very soon. It's really clear that Bob Iger, Disney, Lucasfilm, they are not learning from their past mistakes. What's completely crazy is, instead of admitting defeat or owning up to their mistakes, Disney keeps doubling down. We saw this with The Acolyte. We saw this with She-Hulk. We saw this with so many other shows that failed horribly, the Marvels, Miss Marvel. And now they're pushing ahead with more questionable decisions. I mean, look at all the projects they have lined up. And the pattern is obviously clear. It's more of the same. Stuff that the fans don't want. They don't want this woke initiative, DEI, pushed upon them, but it looks like Disney just wants to push more of that upon the audience. So where does that leave us? Right now, Disney is in a downward spiral. They have been for a while now. And Bob Iger is scrambling to keep things from falling apart. They are losing billions of dollars. They lost $4 billion with Disney Plus recently, millions and millions of dollars with the Acolyte. At this point with Snow White 2025, that's going to be a massive failure because of all the controversy going on and all the backlash from the fans. So what do you guys think? Is there any way Disney can turn things around? In my opinion, with the current management, they're not going to be able to. Bob Iger supposedly is supposed to be retiring very soon, but there's a good chance someone's going to replace him that could be even worse than he is. Right now, the woke DEI initiative is so ingrained in Disney's culture. Even if new management does come in, it'll take years and years to get that out of their storytelling and to be free of this woke Disney. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Sorry if my voice was a little off. I'm getting kind of sick, but I still wanted to post today's video. So please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment down below what you think about Disney and their decisions they've been making lately. The lineup of shows is honestly ridiculous. One failure after another. They had two successes that were awesome. Deadpool and Wolverine, phenomenal movie, and In and Out 2. But other than those two, they've had dozens of failed projects due to this DEI initiative and gender swapping and doing all this stuff that the fans don't want to see. And again, I want to thank you guys for the support. I know I keep saying this, but you guys are crushing the like button, subscribing to the channel, and the best part is finding other people who just want great entertainment and don't want that woke initiative pushed upon them. And I do respond back to every single comment I get. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.